Can you earn a living painting furniture? That is the million-dollar question. I'm going to tell you my experience and what I've been through, and then you can decide for yourself. And maybe I'll give you my 2 cents at the end as well. I would not call myself artistic, but I would say I am creative. And so I started getting interested in mixed media. I watched lots of YouTube videos on it and experimented on some canvases and stuff. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe this could be applied to furniture. I didn't even know that painting furniture was a thing. That's how stuck in the sand my head was. But then I started researching on YouTube and all kinds of videos about how people painted furniture, so I really got on board with it. And I was excited to see such a transformation of these old, disgusting pieces of furniture and how you can make them so beautiful. So I bought a little side table at a secondhand store and painted it up and put it up for sale. And I got great comments and I was hooked. I next painted a dresser that I did some stenciling on and it sold right away. And yeah, it was just really rewarding. I eventually started a Facebook business page called Skiing Cow Creations. And as of this video in January of 2020, I have 1,140 followers on that page. I live in a community of about 5,000, just over 5,000, and then the surrounding area is probably another 5,000. So fairly small community. I live about an hour and a half away from a few bigger communities that I deliver furniture to as well. So there is a lot of expense in traveling. And the supplies itself are very expensive. The paint is very expensive. I have to travel 45 minutes away in order to get my paint, and the brushes wear out. So there is a lot of expense with this hobby. I have a store in my basement of my home, so I don't have to pay any extra rent or whatever for housing my pieces. But be prepared if you get into this, be prepared to hold on to your furniture a long time. I've had this dresser for 3 years at least. I don't want to come down in my price because it's an antique and it's worth every penny. But people in smaller communities do not want to pay big dollars. So that's been my experience. I've had a few pieces that have not sold. So it's frustrating in that regards. But if you can sell your furniture, then it's very rewarding. But I don't want to sell it too cheaply, otherwise people expect things to be sold cheaply and you don't earn a profit at all. So I posted my first piece in September of 2015, and this last year in 2019, I turned a profit for the first time. And I earned $4,810 last year. And I figure I painted about 20 pieces of furniture for that, including a couple custom jobs is included. So $4,810 for 20 pieces of furniture. Does that sound like a living to you? So my thoughts are, if you live in a large city, then maybe it will work. But in a smaller community, it simply is not worth it. And if I would have known what I was getting into, I probably would not have started up this business, because you have to travel a long ways to get cheap furniture and you have to keep your eye open on cheap furniture all the time. It's not like in the big cities where people set out on the curb their stuff they don't want anymore and it's good stuff. Yeah, no, you have to pay money, you have to spend money on fuel, you have to spend money on your time. So, for me, I would say don't do it if you live in a small community. However, if you are watching and you are in painting, you have a furniture painting business, leave a comment and let me know how that is going for you. maybe I'm just not a good businesswoman, or I don't know how to advertise, but I would love to know other people's experiences with this. So thank you for watching, and I really enjoy making the videos on how I paint furniture, so that has kind of been a neat hobby for me as well. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos.